What does it do to you physically and mentally when you're on stage and you are going through everything?
They're in every hood. That was Mexican.
I think it takes away everything that I consider less relevant to myself, and it allows for the parts of me that are entirely untamed and entirely free to blossom. And well, naturally, that's a very liberating and very mind-altering experience. It's like, I mean, there are people have their various ways of getting in touch with their true selves, and most people devote, in my world, far too little time to that. And the way I see it is that the moments that I'm on stage with Watain or working with Watain in an artistic, creative manner, these are the moments in my life that matter the most, and they are the moments that I cherish and the moments that I actually live for. And still, I'm not really there when they happen. I rarely remember details from a concert, or I can never prepare myself really for what's to come. It's a very intimate and a very extreme condition that is, I don't know, I find it harder and harder to talk about, actually.
Understood.
The more and more I experience it.
Would you say then that you black out when you go on stage and perform?
No, not really, because I'm still extremely awake and extremely aware of what I'm doing in a sense. I'm extremely as awake as I can possibly get. It feels more that I'm in a zombie state when I'm off stage, if I'm to compare it.
I mean, are your acts more of a concert or more of a ritual, really? I mean, and with that, have you gotten, with this goal of trying to relay your reality on the stage, have you been getting closer and closer to it? Has it been growing? How has that been coming into fruition?
Well, of course, it has always been progressing into a more and more potent way of delivering what we want to deliver, but I got lost now. But sorry, I got lost somewhere else.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
You'd like me to repeat the question?
Yeah.
It's okay. Yeah, so I'm talking about, you were just telling me about how you portray this, you try and get in touch with this other sense of reality, the reality that you experience when you're on stage. So what I was asking you was, over time, have you, with your concerts or rituals, or however you wish to describe it, have you been getting closer or more progressive with trying to bring about what you're trying to foretell?
Absolutely, and I think, this is what I was going to say, that to me there's no real difference between a concert and a ritual, and I'm not only talking about a Watain concert, but actually every strong concert experience that I ever had, I mean, apart from Watain, have always been comparable to a ceremony or a ritual in a way, because to me, I mean, when we use the word ritual in the Watain context, of course it relates to our religion, to Satanism and to the ways that we work with it. But a ritual can also be unrelated to religion, and it can also be actually unintentional, and that's what happened a lot of times, and that's what happened when the Doors or Led Zeppelin or you know, these bands played back then, it is the interaction between the human and the divine. It is the expression of something far, far greater than the human being that is standing on the stage. It is an expression of something entirely limitless. And that is something we have always been striving for with Watain, which is maybe why people consider our shows to differ a bit from other bands, because it's always been our intention, you know, while other bands' intention might have been to get better at playing their songs or whatever, you know, fine by me, but our intention has always been to make smaller that gap between us and, again, the reality that we want to portray. Yeah, we're on the right way for sure, you know. It would feel very strange to feel that you've stagnated and staying in the same place, you know. That's not really our thing.